This is the one that comes from a hydrosphere somewhere in the universe, probably in our solar system. This is a slice that I bought, and this is just a chunk of Mars rock. Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is the Alien Life special and review of Alien Con. The primary literature, and I'm bringing it up on the screen right now, shows that there were fossils in meteorites from the 1800s. So the argument of, is there alien life, is just some sort of exercise, and people want to argue or discuss things. They're not aware that alien life has already been found and calculated. It's they argued about it for decades. My last book, I recorded that primary source, and then there were secondary sources arguing about that. So that was in the 1800s. That was primary literature. So the argument's over. It's as if when they detected gravity waves not too long ago, people want to still argue that Newtonian gravity works instantaneously. Well, if you've detected a gravity wave traveling at the speed of light, then it's the argument of gravity, and if there's a gravity wave, is over. It's the same with alien life. But there are also calculations for alien life in the primary literature, where the first enzyme can't be created without a second source. There are not enough particles in the universe to just spontaneously create life in a small corner of the universe. So Mars, our nearest planet, it's not the sister planet. Venus is more like a sister planet. Mars has an atmosphere. It's smaller than Earth. We're interested in Mars because it's like a high desert. You can go to Mars and walk around, and it's not instantly perilous to your life. If you go and walk, and Mars had an ocean. This is a computer-generated, I guess you'd call it an animation from a university of a crater that you can look up online, and I get the references here to who created this. But what's interesting about Mars is that so here we have the primary literature for fossils and meteorites from the 1800s. Mars is being looked at because it has methane coming from it right now. There's clay that has been found on Mars. There's water, frozen, like Great Lakes sized frozen water on Mars. There used to be a hydrosphere on Mars, and this shot seems to show trees on Mars. This is from the satellite around Mars, one of the satellites that are photographing Mars. Those trees would have to be massive. So there's nothing on Earth that's that massive, right? Wrong. We have massive trees on planet Earth. Look at this tree. The Earth was covered with these kinds of trees. These pictures are very provocative. Look at that. It looks like a plank stuck in the mud and fossilized. There's two of them there. One's a plank and one's like a fence post. And then there's, you could see, look at this. This looks like a ship's, this has been formed, it's like a 4x4 with fungus on it. Some of these rover pictures show like wood out there. There's some provocative looking artifacts in the rover pictures. This looks like some sort of turret. Like that's machined, like on a lathe or something. Like a reactor core. Like there's more than one plank. Look at that. So this is me. I took mycology as a senior in college, finding mushrooms, which you just can't find mushrooms everywhere. Some of them are hard to find. So I spotted some fungus, like a basidiocarp. So I got some Russian software, sharpened it, and there we have it. So I've been looking at, I purchased meteorites that are thought to be from Mars. Now, one of them comes from a time, so these are comparing the colors so that I'm not altering the color. That's been a lot of things about Mars, is the filters on the photography are altered for some reason. So this is, I have an endoscope, like a medical close-up camera, and I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna get these Mars meteorites. So this is the one that comes from a hydrosphere somewhere in the universe, probably in our solar system. This is a slice that I bought, and this is just a chunk of Mars rock. So at this point in my investigation, I'm looking at the hydrosphere. So not too long ago, that people didn't think there was water on Mars, or ever any water on Mars. So when you have these meteorites that show a hydrosphere just means water. It's provocative. And again, here's the primary literature. The argument is over. There is fossils in meteorites coming from somewhere. I think that the fossils in meteorites are probably from Mars. I have some Mars meteorites right here. But when you're talking about how unusual the universe appears, fossils and meteorites could come from anywhere. Look at that. Okay, so this is the one that shows that it's a meteorite coming into the atmosphere, and it also shows the hydrosphere, like water that's been sitting for eons, right, on the surface of a planet, probably from Mars. This meteorite is thought to be from Mars, right? Getting into the fossils, or, you know, so here's a slice that I got, you know. Every once in a while I trade meteorites and get, you know, I'm trying to get some Mars meteorites and stuff. So maybe a fossil, you know, if you just look at this under a microscope, you could see some fossils there, you know, because it's a slice of it. This is just like a trunk of a Mars rock, you know. What I mean, you just can't go around cutting open some kind of artifact, you know. So I'm going to try to come in again, because it's hard to maneuver this camera. It's a medical otoscope camera for surgery, right? I'm going to try to come in again and get some close-up shots. So just, you could tell that this is obvious. They're obviously not moon rocks, right? These are, and then you could go, well, we've seen Mars so much recently. These are Mars rocks, right? You can tell by looking at them. So this shows the meteorite entry and the hydrosphere. But so it's already been proven that Mars had a ancient ocean and all kinds of stuff like that. Shuttle bus going to Alien Con.